moments from now at Chase Center in San Francisco. The Magic taking on the Warriors. For the Magic, they're clear championship contenders. Showing commitment, endurance, they're showing everything. And they'll be on the road looking to take another step towards their championship goals tonight. Warriors, Magic, the NBA on 2K Sports. A happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. And it's Black in at the 1. And for the Warriors, we've got Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Looney. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Podziemski in at the 2 spot. And we know, Greg, trade talks have increased as we get closer to the deadline. So how does it affect the player when their name is mentioned in trade room?
Well, listen, it can rattle your confidence, and especially the first time it happens. But, Kevin, it's important to remember that it's all business, and guys just can't take it personally.
Thompson outside, takes the 3. It's good from long range. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here for the Warriors.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Carter outside, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Now Curry. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Intercepted. Wagner left side. Poked loose. And he drives in. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Wagner saw the opening and took off, slashing with the best of them.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. So Clark, looking back at the 2021 draft, Franz Wagner, the 8th overall pick.
And, you know, he very well might turn out to be the best of the bunch, Kevin. He's 6'9", really can shoot it. But I think his activity and playmaking, perhaps his best attributes. Creates for others as a 6'9" wing guy, and that's valuable for any team.
Wagner against Thompson. And the pass to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Back to Wagner. Wide open. The Warriors pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
Inside. Suggs passes to Carter. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Curry on the wing, defended by Carter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
But you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Boy, I wish I had Curry's shot when I was playing. I mean, it has to be fun to take a 30-footer and be applauded by your coach. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
Kuminga finds Thompson. Here's Podziemski. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Kuminga. He's looking for Looney and finds him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Clark, in recent years, Orlando's been one of the league's bigger teams.
Well, you can see clearly, Kevin, that the front office prioritizes length. You don't ever have to really worry about them playing small ball. Look at Banchero finding his teammate out there, getting the ball into the hands of the open man. Man, that's impressive.
Kuminga sends a screen for Curry. Pass to Kuminga, and the shot goes in. Kuminga's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Banchero, that's good.
Check out that quickness with the hands. Banchero bringing that to the floor tonight.
Kuminga sends a screen for Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Banchero, and no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the basket by Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Orlando making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. Anthony comes in for Jalen Suggs. And it's Fultz in for Black. Passes it to Fultz. Count that one.
Part of the job description as a guard. But Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Paul passes to Looney. Wiggins against Wagner. Here's Paul. Carter pulls it in. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Outside Anthony. There's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Here's Paul. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Outside Anthony. With 2 seconds left. No good that time. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Anthony. Banchero is out there with Harris. Then it's Markelle Fultz, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Fultz against Paul. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime play to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
Curry dishes the ball. Pass to Jackson Davis. Wiggins with it. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Harris. And Black's subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. 2 on the clock. Curry with the bucket.
Obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And last season, the Warriors' so-called 2-timeline approach seemed to fall flat. Don't you think, GA?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry's.
Curry gets it to go inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the #1 overall pick in the draft, but Paolo Banchero said, I'm just letting the game come to me. Not trying to press or reach a certain statistical milestone, just making the right plays, taking the right shots, competing, and bringing it every day on defense. Kevin, he thinks that approach is paying off.
Oh, David, it sure is. Thank you for the report. Anthony against Curry. Kicks it to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Pulls from the top of the key. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Over Wiggins. And it's Suggs missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Wiggins against Anthony. And Saric kicks to Curry. Wiggins outside. Fires the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Andrew Wiggins, then for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Franz Wagner in for Anthony. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Wagner passes to Carter. Shot to stop the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
He hits both from the stripe.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Curry finds Kuminga. Outside Curry. to Kuminga. Thompson for three. And another three for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Kuminga. Carter with a screen on Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. A moment now to check out some numbers for Franz Wagner.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Banchero's checked in for Jonathan Isaac.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Black dishes to Banchero. A three-pointer, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The pass to Thompson. Curry with it. Working on Black, and he gets the bucket. 18 points for Stephen Curry.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Loves showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Banchero outside. They need this. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top. They lead by 18. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. Out in Sacramento, it'll be the Kings against the Hornets. That one gets going 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
And now let's take a look at our featured game. No surprise, Steph Curry was in fine form during that first half.
I've had some nights in my time. Nights when you feel like everything is going in. You know what I mean, Shaq? I think Steph has that feeling all the time.
Yeah, the example he sets is a very high bar.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Thompson. Curry is out there with Looney. And it's Podziemski in at the 2. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Carter missing. Warriors leading by 18. Curry kicks to Thompson to the right side. Pass to Kuminga. Puts up a 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And the Magic shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Passes it to Banchero. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Banchero's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Orlando. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Curry with the bounce pass. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Looney. For 3. Rebound by the Magic. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Banchero has screen on Curry. Here's Black. Going inside, lays it up off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And now Orlando on the break. Stops, pops, count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Suggs.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
It's Curry outside. Thompson finds Looney. Outside for Curry. The 15-footer, that's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Carter with a screen on Curry. Out to the right wing. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Suggs.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Look at Orlando. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And when I look at Orlando, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Paolo Banchero. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up about 25 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Golden State. He lobs it up, and Kuminga throws it down.
And what a passer Paul is. Exceptional at seeking out his guys and getting them into a rhythm.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Here's Black, defended by Paul. Now the pass to Suggs. Isaac left side. Suggs with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. And the basket by Isaac.
Boy, they're having a good half so far offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. This young Magic team is building, and they're anchored by the talent in their front court. Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr., who said, as a team, our potential is through the roof. I think the biggest thing for us is being injury-free. That will give us the best chance to be very special. Kevin?
Special indeed. All right, David Aldridge, thank you. Saric has checked in for Kevon Looney. Back to Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot!
And just another demonstration of Thompson's superb all-around game. Has shown the ability to get inside to score at the rim.
Pass to Suggs. Saric grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Batadze the pass to Suggs. Isaac outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Paul right side. He dishes it to Thompson. Here's the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his third assist on the night. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Warriors leading by 15. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Harris is out there with Banchero. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Then it's Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. And it's Wiggins missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
For 3, Harris hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Orlando. Here's Paul over Fultz. And Šarić kicks to Wiggins. Here's Paul. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Paul is so good at shredding defenses in the pick and roll. He seems to always be one move ahead.
The Magic trail by 14. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Warriors on D. They led by as many as 18 points. Carter sets the pick for Harris. Lets it go from deep. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
Carter with a screen on Šarić. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. And that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure that players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wagner against Thompson. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his 1st foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Wagner passes to Black. Banchero outside. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 18. It's Curry outside. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Suggs. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Curry finds Looney. The 3. Rebound by the Magic. And here we go. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Tremendous effort from Suggs on the fast break. Tell you, it's not easy to keep up with him.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Curry is inside. Working on Black. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Faulkner. Misses off the right iron. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Suggs dishes to Black. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Picked his pocket.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Wagner kicks to Black. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered closely. And it's Banchero missing. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Drains the three-pointer.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
Have a night like tonight where everything's clicking. Just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Make your hell gaming.